what are we doing in the prisoner's quarters?
Prisoner's quarters is where you spawn every time you play Dead Cells.
That is true. I've done
Dead
this.
Cells. Caleb doesn't like Dead Cells.
I don't know if I haven't played Dead Cells. I don't know if I like it or not.
I've played some Dead Cells. I've not played as much as you. I like it. I'm actually... I game flight it. I sent it back because I was afraid of that it would encompass my life.
It's pretty good. And I could see how it would encompass someone's life. So I don't really, Logan, since you've played it, I'll let you talk while I more or less concentrate. It's been a few days since I've played it.
Oh, that's true. You really got to concentrate. You've got a few of these ability things I don't have because there's some things you don't start with. So this is what do you call a roguelite? Is that what they call it?
You should probably just stay away from the terminology because no matter what you say, somebody's going to be mad that
oh,
you got
yeah.
it wrong.
Oh, it's a Metroidvania.
It's a light.
There we go.
Fuck. Okay. So anyway, you start off this game with like a sword and a bow and arrow, and you go through and you fight a bunch of random stuff, and you just keep going through, and you look for these things called cells. And the cells.
I have one right now.
And you can buy stuff with your cells. And those things that you can buy some of them are permanent upgrades, and some of them are not so permanent upgrades. And you basically just go as far as you can until you die. And those permanent upgrades will stay with you on your next run, and those temporary ones don't. So this is basically a game of figuring out how far can you get before you die. Oh, yeah, those things go through the... which I think is a bunch of horse shit, but that they can shoot those things at you. Oh yeah, and your arrows you come right back to you during those. Your first few runs of this are definitely, oh boy, I would say you're lucky to make it 3 minutes. Your first, 5 or 6 times, and then once you start to gain a few things and figure out the process of how to run this, you start to get to some 10-minute runs, maybe some 15-minute runs.
So I'm at I was telling you guys a little bit beforehand. My best run has been like an hour and 15 minutes.
That's long, yeah.
And so I haven't got to the end of the game yet. There are certain things that I really do love, certain weapon types that I lean on because I'm not. There are people that play these games a lot. Like this is a genre that I'm unfamiliar with.
Me too.
This is the first one of these I've played. Caleb, they've made a lot of these though.
That's kind of why I haven't played it.
Is because there's different kinds of them, or what?
Just the combination of it being a 2D side scroller, which I feel like is every other game, and also roguelike, where that's not the combination of those two things just kind of turned me off.
So is it the resetting, like the dying after a run? So that for me, not being used to this is a hard pill to swallow. Especially when my run is over, my best runs. So as you explore these areas, they are what is the word for it when they're just had a baby, when things are procedurally generated.
Yeah, procedurally generated.
So this is all different every time. The areas are the same, the enemies are the same, but the areas are
just enough
different. Differently.
Just enough different.
There's incentive to explore everywhere because of these upgrades. So certain upgrades tie to what weapons that you like the most, and you have to decide. Over time, the game will take away so I could get a 60% HP upgrade here. If I want to do just survival, green items, purple items. You see the arrows down there, Caleb?
So is your sword red?
Yes.
And then your bow is both?
Yes.
Red and purple?
Yep, both. So see the arrows there? So the smart thing to do is probably that. I love tactics gear. If I get the gear that I want, you guys will start to see me abuse a couple of items that are tactics. Okay. We'll start here. So there's my first health boost. So that incentivizes exploration. This isn't really a Metroidvania as much as it is a run game that is hack and slash and combat based.
And finding cool stuff, finding new gear that you can potentially loot that you can take. And the thing is, you want loot that you can take with you in the future because...
Some things stay with you in the future to make your next runs easier. Some things don't.
Right.
So there's a big thing. There's always a big chest I'm looking for. The bummer is I don't like that weapon. I don't like shields.
I don't like shields either.
I don't know enough about them. I stick with arrows and melee is what I stick with.
I think I do that too. I did that because it's what you start with.
So here we go, boys. My favorite weapon.
Oh yeah.
Here, the sinew slicer. So this guy. You deploy, and you have to be within a certain range of it. Is that
What's a thing to...
So that right there is an upgrade. You don't have
Okay.
that when you start.
Mm-hmm.
So you come along that when you're doing your first few runs, and you can't use it until you unlock that upgrade throughout the game.
Is the map procedurally generated or just the enemy placements?
Yeah, so you see that little thing is like shooting those things out at them now. So it's kind of like a turret. And so yeah, you deploy
Safe
those,
distance.
and then it's got a cooldown. So now it's back again. The cooldowns are usually pretty quick with it. Have you fought a boss yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bosses they're no joke. Oh jeez.
Sorry, did you say yes? The map is
what? I'm sorry.
procedurally generated?
Yep. So this is different every time.
Okay.
But then
Not
there's
just
also
those stuff on the map, but the
so there's
map
also
itself.
different levels too.
Yes.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
you're gonna get to a door. He's gonna get to a door at some point, and it's gonna be: do you want to continue through this door? Or do you want to, or do you want to keep exploring the area? Yeah. So here's the toxic sewers. So you can essentially leave the area at that point and go to a new world, or you can those gold things you can teleport to a different spot, maybe where you were, where it forked, to where you're like,
okay.
oh hey, like I didn't explore that whole section to the left over there. Now or go up where we were at before, and then now he might find some other cool loot or some other cells over there later that you want to keep in, because at the end at the end of each level, that's when you can actually expend your cells.
So that's when you spend them on gear and loot, and then you also get a health upgrade. So L1 there is health regen.
Oh yeah,
That upgrades over time too.
Yeah,
I was able to get 1, and now I can do 2.
you can do 2 in a run now. Yeah, I think I left it where I could still only do 1. I was close
So I think that wall was
to getting it 2.
flashing. Maybe.
Help me out here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Caleb.
So yeah, so you get.
So
some-
that's currency, is what that was.
And the currency is typically only for temporary points, like temporary
Runs.
temporary things to add to your run at the end of a thing.
So I now have an upgrade that I get to transfer 6,000, whatever the currency is, 6,000 every time
per
I play.
run, right? Yeah,
Per run.
because at the end of your run, you end up with like you if you die with 50 cells, you take 0 cells with you. But you can buy upgrades to where it's like, oh yeah, you get to keep 10, or where the same with the coins too.
Just a cluster up there.
Yeah, yeah. The purple things are pretty great. The whatever you want to call them, tactical things. Because yeah, now they're busy screwing with that. I'm surprised you actually haven't come across more upgrades. Like I feel like there's usually a good amount of upgrades.
Do you?
We found that. Here we go. So there you go. All right. So bow 2. How much money do I have? I would consider the bow. Let's compare. So you can have a melee weapon, primaries, bow, and that. So that's probably not worth it.
It's the same thing basically,
Mostly.
except just emits a toxic cloud.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of an attribute bump there. I don't do these. I'm just not
No.
comfortable with them.
I don't either. I stick with a sword that is decently quick, but packs a decent punch. I like a balanced weapon. I don't know why. I just
Do you know how many levels there are?
I don't. Logan, do
Okay.
you?
No, I
feel
have
like
no
I'm
idea.
close.
I think there's also I think there's ways to get to a final boss within, if you go the right direction. Like you'll end up at a final boss in a quick way if you figure out the right ways of doing it. But just I have not. Ooh, meal tray. Nice.
Chicken.
Drumstick.
Another here. I'll actually show you. Maybe this was where was my guy? Was he back here? The guy. Where was he? Where
no
was
idea.
the guy I was buying stuff from?
Oh,
I recently got a recycle upgrade that allows me to when I find an item I can recycle
He's
it.
down.
Is he down?
Yeah, it's that
I'll show
purple
you
room
later.
down there.
When I
You'll
don't want
come across
something, I
it.
can recycle it for cash instead of pick it up.
Oh yeah, I saw that upgrade.
Been dead for a while. So I have 2 choices.
Okay.
Toxic sewers, Promenade of the Condemned. But have I explored everywhere, really? Have I done everything I want to do? Did I grab that scroll of power?
No,
What am I doing?
I don't know. Maybe it barely showed up on the. Is there a teleport to it? Or?
Yeah, there should be one here.
Well, you just skipped the teleport, that's why.
Oh, shit. Oh. I think. So you're here. We're about finished, and I have a choice: toxic sewers or the promenade of the condemned. So let's do this because you want those upgrades every time.
Those are permanent upgrades for your run.
For the run, right?
Do the enemies respawn ever, or are they just dead? Okay.
But as you move on, the enemies these are pretty simple enemies. Enemies?
These they get a little more elaborate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played in a few days, but usually my run through this first area is like 3 minutes. But I haven't played in a few days.
Are you rewarded for going fast?
You are, but I haven't seen the stuff that makes it. So we'll come across some doors here.
Mm-hmm.
Am I doing sewers? I'm doing sewers.
Yeah, so I was like, it's up to you. I haven't determined which one I like better. Yeah, you've probably been doing this more than I have.
So what did you ask me, Caleb?
So yeah. So 6 minutes, 13 seconds was that tells you your time.
Doesn't matter how fast you go.
So we'll come across a door here that has a timer on it.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, he's our cell guy. He's the
okay, so this is where you cash in.
So this is you cash in and see I'm progressing towards health flask 3, which is the potions that I can use 3 times. So there we go.
Oh, and you don't have to you can bank them. So you don't have to get the whole thing.
Right.
Cool.
So this is where it is a run-based game, but there's stuff that here show unlocked items. So these are the things that I've done that are now permanent upgrades.
Which I'm an idiot, and I didn't realize that the things that I thought you had to have the full amount to buy them to start with.
Oh yeah.
I figured that out at the very end, and I was like, oh, as I gave up on, or I didn't give up on the game, but as I sent it back. Because I was just like, I need to start playing something else.
Recently unlocked, Logan, have you unlocked the Smith? Here's the
no,
blacksmith.
I have not unlocked the
So
blacksmith.
now he shows up now. This is also something that's happened as I got further into the game. He will help me forge my current weapons.
Okay.
Help me make them stronger. So I'm going to upgrade the slicer because I use the crap out of it. I'll do the bow too because I use the bow a lot. This is kind of a funny joke. See the millstone?
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. Kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
There's little things that they call out themselves that
Imagining
are
like
funny.
grinding a grenade. That'd be. it's like in Monster Hunter earlier this year.
With the cat animation?
No, I played a character that used a hammer, and you have to use a whetstone to sharpen all your weapons. So they would get out a whetstone and sharpen their hammer.
That's pretty good.
It's
pretty good. So mutations also, these are run-based things as well. You can do 3 of these, and these are permanent for the run. So I always do this one. Recover, this is the first one I do. Recover 2 HP after an enemy dies. It's the first thing I do. Necromancy, and this is kind of interesting. Pile of corpses.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, they all look a lot like me.
Oh.
Indeed. Here is HP. Don't need it.
Like if you were down any sort of HP, you re-drink and you're good to go.
So that's where you exhale.
Okay.
That's where you exhale in between your levels. Alright, new enemies. New map. See how long.
But also poison shit?
And poison shit. Yep, poison shit on the ground. Yep, you got it. Poison shit indeed. So here you go, Caleb.
Oh, okay. So if
4 minutes,
if you would have gotten there 2 minutes earlier, you would have been able to go through there.
Who knows what spoils I would have found.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like maybe a gamble. Like if you clear out an area, you're going to upgrade your guy. But if you burn through, maybe there's some sick shit beyond that.
Yeah.
I'm yet to open up one of those because we talked about this, but I am very new to this genre. So I'm kind of just doing what makes me comfortable and where I'm finding success. Ooh, I don't like it.
Don't like you.
Well, I can already tell this is quite a bit more difficult than the first level.
Yeah, it definitely gets, like, I was surprised how much more. I thought it was just going to be kind of the same shit over and over again, and it's definitely not.
So when you die, for the most part, are you like, oh man, I should have done that differently? Or are you, oh, that was bullshit?
I've said both.
Okay.
Probably both. I am still exploratory because I haven't reached the end of the game. So I'm yet to reach a part where, for me personally, it's like, oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Now I know that. I didn't know that. There was no way for me to have known that. I haven't seen it before.
Right.
Like, that sucks that my run is over, but, like, I didn't know that.
We're playing with a very low sound. How's the music?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
But it is repetitive.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good
It's the same
podcast game.
track. Yeah, it's the same track. Yeah.
Yeah. The sound effects and stuff are good. I mean, I will say that much. Like the actual, sound of hitting an enemy and the swords and the arrows and stuff. Like they're all good sound effects. I don't think I've come across that enemy. How have I not come across that one?
You've not done the sewers, maybe?
I've done the sewers. I remember the scorpion
These things are bastards, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, they suck.
That's why I use this slicer.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good enough at it yet. I'm just not skilled enough at the game yet to take those things on confidently.
They look like they appear out of nowhere,
Yeah,
too.
those do.
They just come out of the ground.
See that line, Caleb, between me and the slicer?
Yeah.
You have to be within a certain proximity of it to work.
Oh, okay.
You can't totally bitch out.
Yeah. And it only lasts for so long, too. I mean, it's...
And then those blow up and kill you.
Oh, jeez.
It's funny, too. We're playing later in the day. I'm a little tired.
I'm all tired.
I was moving. When was the last time I played this? Friday. Today's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing it Friday, and I was moving around really confidently, and I'm not super confident right now.
See
It's
when
like riding a bike in a weird way.
Yeah, see what I found was if I was being too confident, I was getting in more danger because I was just like, I can handle that. I can go into that situation and figure it out, and I was not thinking it through maybe as much.
Oh, that's an elite.
Yeah, elites are, those things suck. They just are, and they're really not any.
Oh, and you destroyed the door too, I think.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, so it was like, did that have stuff coming with it too?
There was something. I think it's gone now because of the slicer.
So, yeah, I mean...
Well, that thing doesn't seem too bad.
It's just got a lot of HP.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
did
God.
that thing just teleport?
Yeah, it did.
I didn't know that thing teleported.
Oof.
Yeah, and they'll F you. And that thing is just, it's relentless. Oh geez, and it dropped a lot of those little bomb
Yeah, it
eggs.
did. You got something. An amulet?
Sapphire amulet.
I must drink potion.
Yeah, you're gonna need some goodness. Wow, that worked out okay.
Alright, we're going to pause.
Okay.
Okay.
Good scarring.
Alright.
Let's pain in the ass.
Okay. Alright, Elite's dead, and we're back.
The elite's dead? Okay, cool.
So
So
you
that
dropped
amulet.
your so your amulet that you took, yeah, because you start with just it was like a defense thing, kind of, right? Like it's more of a armor component.
Oh, right. Didn't talk to
Oh,
you.
good. That's good. Yeah, just need to lose some more health.
Oh, I did have to burn one of my health. See how that flask is now
Yeah.
held at half?
Yeah. See, yeah, because I'm only at where I only have one flask, so yeah, that elite was tough.
He was
Ooh.
fine until he started teleporting.
Where
Yeah.
was that at? Did I get... So I need to find that room?
Yeah, it was toward the bottom, I believe.
Was it this room to the left down here?
Yeah, I'm thinking it was. Yeah, like you mean just to, think about like where you were.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's where it was. That.
Anything? No,
All you got was the thing
he
after.
left me that amulet.
He left you
that.
the amulet, yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, teleport.
There was a guy in here who was pissed at me.
Like, give it to me. You just flip him off?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
So I imagine.
But you don't know what you're supposed to get him?
I got him something and I didn't give it to him.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That happened for me already, too. And I just like, no, I'm keeping this thing. It was a cool item. I don't remember what it was, but... Because you get, I mean, what? Sell-wise per level, you get 20, 25-ish?
Well, depends on the level.
Yeah, early levels, I don't know if in later levels you were getting more.
I was, yeah. The stakes get higher, right? And the damage done by dying is more.
Right.
Arrows get stuck, which sucks, but eventually you can get yourself a quiver with permanent arrows that don't get stuck. You see how they spawn back, Caleb?
Yeah.
But yeah, they still get stuck in an enemy, yeah.
Oh, that's a weird pattern. Oop.
Yep. Oh. I find myself alley-ooping a lot in this game. Like, and I don't know why they made those enemies look exactly like Vector Man.
Yeah, those things will hunt you down and blow you up. These bastards.
Yeah, those things are not cool.
But you do that, you're good. It's a... Oops.
Yeah, and then... Because, yeah, your first run with those, though,
Yeah,
you don't know that's coming, so you're going to die. So it's just one of those things of learning the mechanics of each of those things and doing your dodge.
Secret pattern. Ooh, see, there we go.
Sword, too.
So, that's quite the upgrade. No, it's not.
No.
Weird.
But it does cause bleeding.
We're going to do the blood sword. And then, can't recycle that. And this is also an ability you unlock over time to teleport out of secret areas.
Oh.
Yep. Neat, right?
That is neat. There's your scroll
Another
to
upgrade. So, this also is good for necromancy, like we were talking about.
Oh,
and
yeah.
gets me 60% up, so that's what we're doing.
So yeah, look at how much his HP bar went up to.
That is strictly run-based, Caleb.
Yeah, because you start off with 100% or 100 HP every run, and I mean by the end of it, depending on how good your run's going, I mean you can get up to 1,000. I mean I don't know how far your hour-long run got up to, but.
And now you get extra HP when you kill an enemy too, right?
Right. So things are starting to... Everything's coming up, Jason. Every time I want to jump and grab it's like, no. This is an ability unlock over time.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I got, that was one of, I think that was the last thing I
here
got.
it is. Here's the other thing that I love. Alright, the other tactic.
The wolf trap. Wolf traps are
too.
nice.
So these two things, the slicer and the wolf trap, are what I'm going to use for the rest of my run. Trap an enemy, hold him. Repeat. Once it's ready to go.
Yeah, which the cooldowns aren't terrible. What'd you do? So Caleb, does this look as bad as what you were?
No, I never thought the game looked bad.
Well, I shouldn't say bad, but yeah,
It's just
still,
not for you.
Just not for me.
Still
yeah.
look. So I was like, as we've been discussing it, does this still look like something that's probably not for you, or?
Yeah, probably still not for
Okay,
me.
that's fair. I mean, completely fair. It's just it's one of those
Because, well, I mean, in fairness, he hasn't died yet, but I could just see the dying just being devastating.
It is.
It is. It's bad.
But for whatever reason, I got back on the horse.
Yeah.
I don't know why either.
Yeah, I did not think this game was up my alley either, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot just because of how well it's reviewed and how many people actually love it.
The thing that interests me the most is all those, like the guy that was asking for that item and like that kind of stuff. The lore kind of stuff. Like
who are you?
What's going on here?
And it like and then the spots where it's like throws in its like own self-aware comedy.
Yeah.
Into it, like that's pretty good.
I don't know what this is. Keep this door locked. Oh gosh, rats get out. They will spread.
I don't know, kind of like rats.
Huh.
Be surprised if I go like this. Alright. Solid before it was broken down. So, I'm sure there's...
Can you attack it? No.
No, yeah, a lot of times there's not much you can do with some of those things. I don't know.
This is risky.
Ooh.
A body. Prisoner 236. Doesn't look contaminated. Golden amulet. An extra jump in midair. Huh?
Dude.
I don't know. That reduced damage from projectiles by 75%. Might be...
You're right, Logan. I think I'm with you.
But you could recycle that.
Yeah, recycle it for...
There we go.
550. Yeah, but yeah, that's... Oh, yep.
Yeah, there must be an ability later or something that you can... Maybe you can turn into a rat or something.
I don't know.
Who knows? I got this.
I did not have that. No.
I just got that.
Okay.
I got it late in a run.
So how are you getting those abilities? Like the permanent abilities?
You just kind of progress further in the game and it rewards you.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some things that are just kind of like, oh yeah, here, by the way, you've been playing this long enough and you got this far, so have this.
Got it. So it's like you got to zone 4 or whatever. Here's a...
Yeah. I have a permanent upgrade of sorts.
Because yeah, like there's another door down here to go to the ancient sewers.
I've
now.
never been to the ancient sewers.
I have not either.
I'm nervous. I don't think we're going to go that way.
Oh, come on. It's a new area. You'll get a trophy for it and everything.
Oh, I will actually. You're right. You've convinced me.
Oh, but there's a thingy there.
Oh, yeah, there's an upgrade up there. But can you get to it? I didn't see a way to get to it up there.
An amulet.
From the other way.
Grenade.
From the other way. I just need to teleport back.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so.
You didn't...
Where's the nearest teleport?
There's that grenade.
I don't.
Yeah, you
can't
didn't want
recycle
it.
it.
It'll replace the. Oh, thank you, Caleb. Yes.
Ah, see, he's already picked up on the mechanics.
See, he's better than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
I have a very important thing. All right. No.
Jesus. Logan's playing my child's kitty board. It's a keyboard shaped like a cat.
You're right, guys. The music is a little bit weird in this game. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I thought it was... I looked up the sheet music for this earlier. And I thought it was... Yeah, forget it. It's done for.
I want chicken. I want liver. No, please deliver. Alright, so we're going to do that for sure. More HP and then more...
Do those stack when you get
Yes.
to like
They do.
get 3 HP?
So yeah, it's
per-
like 15% on top of the already...
So now I'm 604, so we definitely want
No,
to...
I mean the get 3 HP per kill.
No.
Okay.
No. It's a cumulative value. So I'm going to go up here because I don't know anything about the ancient sewers. We're going to find the other place to go. I already did this, right?
Yeah, and did you find a way to get to that, upgrade, or was that the upgrade you just did? I'm probably an idiot and wasn't paying attention because I was too busy playing Meow Mix song.
Yeah. I did. That was the upgrade I just did.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I can see you kind of take one step and then...
Those things will...
Yeah, then they have a
F me.
large blast radius on those things.
I got caught.
Because yeah, it's weird how some enemies, yeah, you'll think you're like it shouldn't be that bad of a hit, but you'll take a hit on some things.
What's down here? This is weird. How this is just...
I don't know. There's a secret area over there.
Oh, I bet it's above that green. What do you think? Above that?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably.
Oh,
Nope.
nope, certainly was not.
Fuck.
at map-wise? Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Away from me. Where am I? I'm trying to deploy those.
Oh, yeah, and so some of these you
Oh, here we go. So another upgrade scroll.
Scroll of power. Now he's got 4 up HP after an enemy dies.
That thing's pretty powerful, though.
The drop down thing. So here you have to pick one.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, one or the other?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty good melee upgrade, but one of my favorite items is the wolf trap. But I have it already.
Mm-hmm.
So the choice.
And
The choice is made.
Is the broadsword? Is it? That one's pretty slow though, isn't it?
It is slow. Yep. So you have to be more deliberate.
Well, you've
And-
taken a bunch of the green upgrades too, so that's going to be...
So look at see that division of color
Yeah.
on the broadsword. So. See that's so we'll just use it for funsies, but it is deliberate. Fuck me. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Out of here. See you guys.
Get
later.
out of there. There you go.
Maybe there's cells up here. Maybe not.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, sometimes you just get coins, sometimes you get cells. Oh, what a dick move. Oh, that was rough. That was right below you there.
Look how slow that thing is.
Yeah,
does a
that thing
ton
is
of
very
damage, though.
slow. Yeah.
So I don't know whether this is because you guys can maybe, I don't know, look introspectively look at yourselves and see, but I don't know if this is because this is the first one of these I'm playing that I like it and it's just novel to me, or if I genuinely, I do like the way this handles. I like the way it plays. I enjoy the way it feels, I guess.
I'll say if this was not a roguelike, I would be much more inclined to play it.
Really?
Because it looks like it handles really well.
It does.
Mm.
Yeah.
If there was a beginning and an end, then I would be in on it.
I mean, there is.
Well, yeah.
Is there a part of I was excited to ask you this. Is there a crossover appeal for you? The Dead's what appeal? Dead's what am I?
What?
Dark Souls.
Dark.
Dead Souls. Dead Cells. Dark
Dead.
Cells.
Dark Cells.
Is there a part of that you could find yourself some appeal there?
A little bit.
Like a community sharing secrets and helping people find their way. I'm not going to burn that because I don't like grenades. Is there anything in this, in your lizard brain that way that could appeal?
Yeah. I could definitely see that, especially because it's got the same kind of loop. You know, well, here's my other question. Say you have you just stocked up a ton of cells, and you're in the middle of a level. Do you have a way where you can just be like, I'm out, I'm going back to stock up on stuff?
As soon as you find one of the exits, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you came across that exit early and you didn't want to explore, you're out.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, or if you, same doing as if you find an exit early and you're like, man, I could really still go out and find some more cells. Like, I feel like I'm having a good run. Like, because right now he could go click that teleporter and go in and find that ancient sewers thing that we were at earlier and go to that.
That was the exit. You come across doors every once in a while you can knock on. I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know either. Yeah, you just knock on
Dude,
the
that's
door.
the kind of stuff that I'm interested in. Like,
So
what is
ramparts. I know ramparts. We're going to ramparts because I've been to ramparts. So here's your breather again.
Okay.
I'm like 23 in.
How are you feeling about this run in comparison to like your good runs?
I'm right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're on your way to buying Health Flask 3.
Especially because I can upgrade my stuff.
So yeah, you're basically, what you're doing is you're making them stronger, making them last longer, reducing cooldown and stuff, right? When you're forging.
And so here you go. So that's the first time around. I could do, now I can do probably efficiency, 37% on tactics. So this is going to reduce my cooldown significantly. So that's my second mutation. Plus free HP without using one of my flasks.
And your health flask is restored.
My flask is restored.
Oh, look at that.
So, to be fair, like, pretty good shape.
Yeah.
I have the stuff that I want. I just upgraded
You're fully loaded, ready to go.
So let's see what kind of
mischief you can get into
what
over here.
kind of damage I can do here.
You know, maybe we'll take a couple quick minutes to look at the difference in this and probably
It's fine.
at least call it for the recording. I mean,
Yeah.
You can leave it paused
Just leave
until
it.
we're done.
Boy, that's the
We're all
thing
good
is
run.
it'll stay. Like I can turn off the PS4
Oh, okay.
and my
Yeah.
run will be intact.
yeah.
That's cool that you can like pause and resume when you need to. Sometimes games like this, it's like
There's no way of
yep.
stopping. Yeah.
See how much more cooldown my
Yeah.
things are now. Oh, too low.
So if you got to pick what your next like weapon or whatever find would be, what would it be?
It would be the upgraded versions of the tactics weapons I already have.
Okay.
They go all the way up to 5, and I have 2 and 1 plus.
Okay.
They go all the way up to 5. So I would want those primarily, and then maybe a good bow to keep my distance from enemies that are going to be increasingly hard. Is there a path out of here?
Here, so.
Yeah, I haven't played this in a few days, but I'm already I'm moving around better.
Yeah. You're a lot less timid.
I haven't seen that anime yet, and I've played Ramparts.
He's some goat head looking.
Are there bosses?
Yep. I can try to get to the first boss for you. I think it is after this.
I think you're right. It's after Ramparts. But I don't remember exactly how I got there and how.
That is not an area.
No,
Yeah, don't go
and
down
there are spots where you can just jump and fall in a hole.
And did that just end your run?
No, you
Oh, okay.
You'll pop back up, but you lose that HP.
which I respect. Honestly, thank you video games for throwing me one by one.
Right.
Right. Oh god, that would suck so bad if you were like in the middle of a run and just like, oh, what's this thing? Is this
Especially if you got like knocked into it or
Well,
something.
but then there's also some that you can jump down in a hole and it's good for you. I should say good for you, but it doesn't penalize you.
That did bone me there for sure.
The weapon.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
didn't swing it fast enough.
Not everyone wants to be Cloud or Orin or, you know.
He does kind of look like Warren, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Huh.
But the I'm trying to remember, is the boss then? Where is the boss here?
It's after this level.
Oh,
Okay,
Wolf
here
Trap
we go.
4.
Oh, see,
Oh man, look at you.
see you guys here. Boom. Boom.
Recycle it for some, a little bit of cash, not much, but.
We are in business now, fellas.
You had like just enough to get both too.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Those were the Caleb you asked and answered. And I don't know, honestly. I get the feeling that it knows what I want. Like I
Really?
don't, yeah, I don't get everything that I don't always get them, but I'm looking for them, and more than likely it accommodates. To be fair, yep. I think
Interesting.
I think it knows what I'm looking for.
It looks at your play style or like for your first couple runs and it's like, oh, you're going toward this direction. Because I feel like I always found more grenades.
Oh, that's cool. It's got my individual runs. I don't know where my stats are.
No, it tells you your diet too. Or you can change your diet.
Oh, yeah, what you want it to look like.
Yeah, like as you want.
There you go, Caleb. So if we were able to get here 18 minutes ago. So I'm not a skilled Dead Cells player, obviously. Some people out there are that really dive into that stuff.
Mm-hmm. But it just goes to show, like, hey, you can play, like, it rewards you for playing a lot. And like, hey, you figured this out to go faster. You can do longer runs, or you can do short, quick runs, and you get rewarded for that.
There's just no place to escape to.
Yeah, that's the really bullshit thing of people that are like they can throw projectiles through walls. That's
It's tough.
That's the bullshit of this game sometimes. That would be when you talked about, you know, the bullshit way of dying. That's, for me, that's what it is.
Ooh, you got it. Lightning bolt.
Oh, the blueprints are, yeah, those are good things.
I don't know what they
So
are. Logan.
the blueprints
Honestly,
are...
I don't know what they are. Logan, if you know.
That's what you get at the shop, right? So like you
I
can now
also
put
don't.
cells into getting lightning,
Right.
right?
But I don't know how to buy them.
You buy them at, they show up as things that you can do with the cells. Then,
Oh, really? Those
yeah.
are cells things?
So yeah, so like not everything that you can buy with cells shows up to begin with. Blueprints are,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, so next time you're at the shop, if you wanted to get lightning, you could put cells into that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's where you couldn't do that before.
I just made
yeah.
an assumption, but there you go, Caleb. That's the...
Mm-hmm.
So not the worst punishment, but a punishment.
Yeah.
It was like 100. You haven't come across an upgrade yet. Huh.
And I'm hoping to find that boss bridge just to show you.
Right now, I know. Because the bosses are cool.
Deliver it.
Nope. Oh, I hate any flying enemy in this game. It is bullshit.
Okay, that cooldown's pretty nice now. It's just lob stuff.
You're just lobbing them down, let them finish them off.
And I'm sorry, like I'm just not good enough.
No, that's a
at it
valid
do
way to play the
anything else.
game.
They put them like that for a reason.
Yeah.
And you can see how much more powerful those are now too, compared to what I was working with earlier. What's the deal here? Nothing?
Nothing. Yeah, you do a lot of random exploring, hoping for a secret area that's never quite there. But then if you didn't do it, you wouldn't find it.
I think, Caleb, there's a lot of like I don't know, but like back to the asking you about the kind of the Dark Souls angle, because I'm sure there's like a big community of people out there just sharing all sorts of crap about this
Yeah.
that is probably pretty interesting.
Yeah, like if you really wanted to know what some of this stuff was, you could find it easily. But that's kind of part of the fun of it, is discovering it on your own.
Yeah, like the rat thing. Like there's
Yeah.
got to be something going on with the rat thing that I haven't come across that yet either. So. I'm thinking about actually buying this on Switch. I think this would be a good Switch game.
Sure.
Got a little trip coming up, so
I like this one a lot.
hopefully it's not one of the, yeah, it's not one that sucks up a lot of battery on the plane. Or I just need to buy a
What's the deal
USB-C.
with the Switch's battery life over time? Shit, I did it again.
Battery life over time?
Like, does it get worse over time?
I don't
Over
think it's
years?
been that out long
Alright, I
enough
gotta
for
pop
anybody
it
to tell. I haven't heard anything from anybody about like, charging issues and stuff. I just know certain games you got. I think like what minimum is like 3 hours of battery life, Caleb.
That's about my maximum, I think.
Oh, really? It's about 3 hours?
Well, I don't know. I haven't played. I usually don't play it undocked ever.
Yeah.
So, but I do know, like when I first got it playing Zelda, it was like 2 hours of Zelda.
I remember hearing that Zelda was the worst game for it.
I need like one upgrade video game. Come on now.
Yeah, you have not gotten one this whole.
Maybe that's the trade-off for getting
all of your cool stuff. Yeah. So here you have everything you want, but you can't upgrade. There you go.
As you
Ask
fall
and you shall
on it.
receive.
Cooldown reduction with that one.
Wow. Okay. That's gonna be even more on your. Was that trap? Purple.
Both.
But anything purple.
Both of them that I'm popping are purple.
Well, the one's primarily green though, right?
Ooh,
Just
it
got a little
is.
bit of
Yeah,
purple.
wolf trap is. You're right.
I didn't even look at that. I just assumed it was purple. This is a kind of a tough area. I'm not sure what makes it so tough, but there's. I think that bastard. Anytime the goat hits.
Oh, it's an elite. Shit.
That could be why.
Yep, just be patient with this.
And he just keeps firing too, and like.
He tags me every time too. This moves a lot faster.
Oh, uh-oh.
Time to go.
Is it a
God, he's gonna keep following.
He might just keep following you.
I don't know.
Yeah, but at least now you're going into areas where you know they're clear.
Stuck to this end. Yeah, you did that already. Oh, nice. They drop a shit ton of cells too, that's for sure. Oh, and you get a shitty shield.
Recycle it.
I'm operating at a lower brain capacity. Man, I fucked that guy up.
Yeah, you
didn't I?
did.
Holy shit. Don't have a special key for that. And I can't jump up there, so.
What is that?
A little opening,
Oh.
but I think just open that door, I think. Sounds good. Yep, just open that door. Hello. Hello. I need a bow. I think I need a bow upgrade now, if I had to choose. I'm kinda... There's all sorts of damage boosting stuff going on with my tactics now. This is the boss.
Okay.
I pretty much
I'd say you did a lot there.
explored... Damn, I need a bow. I feel like I might have missed the vendor. Do we see the vendor, Logan? He always has the 3 things.
Yeah, that's where you got your
Oh,
your
it
wolf
was.
trap and your
Yeah.
splicer, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you could have gone right a little bit there, but
I do wish that I had a better bow. I'm pumping everything into that 3rd health flask. That's just kind of...
I don't blame you there. I tend to do the same thing.
So I'm gonna definitely upgrade my bow. That's how much, and that's how much. I'm gonna do that. Can't afford that. I'm burning cash.
Might as well.
Oh, this is usually where I do this.
You don't have any money now.
No,
Oh, you do. Okay.
You just pick a mutation.
Oh, reset
Yeah,
is the okay.
Yeah.
That's the reset, but you get.
But
So
yeah.
I got a good amount of life, pile of corpses. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have 2 health flasks.
All right, let's see it.
I'm pretty sure this is the boss. And then I'll resume this later. And be dejected.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty good run.
Yeah, I think I'm about halfway to where I was on my best run.
Oh, that wolf trap is helping.
Yeah, this is why I wanted a better bow.
Yeah. It's just gonna take a while.
And he will eventually start to mix up.
You do kind of have to do a lot of dashing and stuff to get around it.
Because the bows get stuck in him, right? And if I get close in that red field, I'm toast or strudel.
And sometimes that red field will it comes at you if there's really not a warning.
Oop.
They really don't give you a ton of space here either.
Yeah, his moves, like, I feel like the telegraphing of the moves is not long enough to really act sometimes. The fire one, fine, but that one usually can get away from. That's the turning the red thing red. Red circle around him. Yeah, that.
Ooh.
You get a hold of him with that broadsword. I mean,
Yeah, that's taking some
it
chunks
takes
off.
huge chunks out.
Shit.
But it's the risk reward thing. Oh, that was a real tough one. It's tough. It's not easy. That's for sure. Oh,
Man, there's
come
a
on!
lot going on here.
How do you even get out of that? Dude, he just jumped across the screen and was just like, "Here, F you." Same thing again. You can't dash out of that, can you?
Maybe.
That's how you gotta do it, is dash out of it.
I'm not paying enough
Oh
attention.
man.
Your body was desecrated.
So I think I had an upgraded bow the last time I played him, and it made it quite a bit easier.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like you were able to do any damage.
I can't remember what I did, but I was also off of playing it several days in a row. So there's a run,
Okay.
35 minutes. I think I've done double that, and I haven't been to the end yet. I'm sure people that have really maximized their dollar per hour on this have
Right.
played it
Oh yeah,
I mean,
hours upon hours. Yeah.
and they probably steamroll through it, you know.
Right.
But for me, it's been pretty. I don't know. I don't play roguelites, whatever. I don't play them. So this has been fun. It's been neat to see. I'm glad I played it. I may have to put it down and play other stuff.
That was my issue. Is I felt like I needed to put it down and play other stuff. Like
It's good.
It's good. Yeah.
I could see maybe coming back to it and playing it more regularly later on, or just being a game that I pick up and play.
Yeah.
It's only $25.
I don't know. That's why I was like, I think this sounds like a good Switch game to me.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
why I think I'll just go ahead and
having it with
buy
you.
it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh hey, I've got a couple hours to kill. I'll fuck around with Dead Cells. So.
You can play it? You try it?
Probably not.
Or no?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I am glad that I saw it. There's just at this point, there's just so much stuff coming out that
It
And
is.
if you
tough.
did somehow like it,
yeah,
it'd be a tough proposition
Yeah.
for everything that we're trying to play.
not just this year isn't the volume of games of last year, but the ones that are coming out are huge.
Jeez.
So-
Massive. Yeah,
They
hours
just
and
have a lot of
and
hours
Yeah.
involved. Yes. So.
Well, thanks for checking this
yeah,
out.
thanks for showing to us.
All right.